Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I hope you're doing awesome. I am so excited to be with you today. I have so much to show you, and we're going to make the cutest card. Let me show you what it looks like. This is it right here. Isn't it adorable? Heard it's your birthday, and on the inside we have wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. And we have a cute little sun. Well, this is stamped with our Counting Sheep stamp set, and also the sheep dies. Now these are free. You can get these with a purchase of $100 or more, $50 if you just want the stamp set, and $50 if you just want the dies. But if you want both, it's 50 and 50, which equals 100. So I highly recommend it. It is the cutest set. I love the words. As you can see here, though, it does not say, heard it's your birthday. It says, so glad it's your birthday. I'm going to show you how I got the words heard to match the word birthday in just a minute. But let's go ahead and move these out of the way temporarily so we can get started. We are also using the many messages, which is what we got that sentiment from, wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. It's a large stamp set. It's a background, actually, and the cool thing is that you can cut out a bunch of them at the same time. So you can ink it in different colors and then pull them when you need them. Just keep them in little baggies or however you want to house yours. But you can use this die to get lots of different cute labels for your sentiments. And they fit on many more sentiments than just this. They fit on ones that are in our catalog as well. So don't forget about the many messages stamp set because it is a sleeper. And it is super cute, and this die, which is called the Messages die, is awesome. We're going to use that today. So let me show you on the celebration brochure where these cute little sheep are. Where are you guys? There they are. They're on page 10 and 11, and they are adorable. So do not miss out on this free. That means you get to spend $100, so you get $100 worth of product. And on top of that, we are giving you a free Counting Sheep stamp set and a free sheep dies. You don't want to miss out on them because they are awesome. All right, let me get to the nitty gritty. I'm going to move my stuff out of the way. And I'm going to start my stamping. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we are going to do is our card is on a red card base. So we're going to go ahead and fold that in half. So it's just a piece of real red, which is 8.5 by 5.5. I am folding it in half, and I'm going to use this bone folder to help me get a really awesome crease on this side. And there's our card base. Now, if you notice, in the background, I have these cute clouds in the sky. The sheep are propped on top of each other. I mean, they are just having the best time, aren't they? And the background is this awesome paper. Well, this paper here can be gotten for free also. It's also in the celebration brochure. So it is quite a month of celebration here. And it is actually in the Penguin paper. It is called Penguin Playmates, and this is what it looks like. The really cool thing is that there's a bundle in the main mini catalog that is the penguins and a penguin punch. It's called Penguin Place Bundle. It's only $31.50. And you can get this paper for free with a $50 purchase. So this green right here is the green that I have chosen to use. See, there's the penguins on the back for our grass. I just thought it was very grass-like and I wanted to use it. And since it's available for free and quite a few of you already have it, I'm sure, I wanted to show you that you can use it for more than just the penguins. You can use it with lots of cute stamp sets. Now, the other thing is we are going to be using our blending brush and we're going to create ourselves a cute little background. Now, you can see I've been having lots of fun with the sheep. And so we are going to take our background right here, which is our basic white. This is what's going to be layered over the top of our red card. But first we're going to give it some clouds. So in order to do that, I cut some clouds with the bordered dies, and they're stitched, and I didn't want the stitching to show, so I trimmed that off with my paper snips. So those were cut. And then now I have this awesome template that I am going to use to create a cloud background. So just give me a second here to move these stamps out of my way, and I will show you how to do this. So we're going to grab some Balmy Blue ink and this awesome blending brush. And I'm going to start by picking up some ink onto the blending brush, and then I'm going to tap it off, because at first you get this little dark blotch, but then it's smooth. So we want to get the blotch part out, and we're going to move this clouds, and we're going to start off, and then we're going to bring it on in a circular motion. You're going to fill this top section with your clouds, just like that. When I pull it off, see what I have? So now I'm going to move it. I don't want it to be the same, so I'm going to go ahead and put that little piece to cover that, and I'm angling it. I can still use the blue that's on here and deposit some more blue. It won't be quite as dark. There, we're starting to form a little cloud section. Now I'm going to do this side. And as I feel I need more ink, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my ink pad, pick it up. Don't forget to put that blotchy blue down first. And I'm going to come across again. This time I'm going to move it this way. And I'm going to deposit that pretty blue down onto my sky, little by little, working my way over my cardstock until I am very happy with the amount of clouds that I have. And that should be good, because remember, at the bottom we're going to put the grass. So that is what I have left. Now that wasn't too hard, was it? Pretty simple. Let me put away my Balmy Blue and my blending brush. We don't need that anymore, so I'm going to actually move that out of the way. All right, and to clean off my window sheet, I just use a microfiber cloth, and I just rub it over the top, just like that. And then just in case any got on the other side, I'm going to give that a little scrub as well. And then that's it. You can save this for the next time you want to do some clouds. Let's move the sheet out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and attach this onto our real red background. So let's go ahead and adhere that. Perfect. All right, so here we go. This is getting attached onto our real red background. Don't mind the phone. Of course this is happening while I'm in a video. All right, so now we're going to attach our grass. I'm just going to put that in a few strips down my piece. And we're going to attach that at the bottom here of our basic white to have the sky and the ground. So now we need to attach ourselves a couple fences, and of course we need 3 sheep, right? We need 3 different fun sheep. So let's go ahead and start with our sheep. We're going to use our Memento Black, and we are going to ink up 3 adorable little sheep. There's 3 sheep in this set, and we'll do 1 of each. So we're going to start with the one that's standing. He's the base of the pyramid, right? So we're going to put him right there. So there's 1. Let me put this off to the side. I'll clean them all at the same time. Then we have the one that's frolicking, quite happy sheep right here. We're going to put this one right there, just like that. We'll clean her in a minute. And then you have this one who's doing the tango or the dance. And I just think this one's so cute. And I'm going to put her right there. So there's our 3 sheep. And now that I have stamped them all, I will go ahead and clean my stamps. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Let's do the birthday hats, but let's go ahead and cut these little guys out first after, well, let me color them and then we'll cut them out, then we'll do the hats. So let's start with these 2. We're going to use our color lifter to pick up some color, and then we're going to use the dark smoky slate. So I'm going to fill in the face, and obviously I want to avoid the eyes, right? We don't need the gray. We need him to have some white in his eye there. So there is this one's little face. Here is this one's little face around the eye there. And let's do this one's little face. So cute they are. We're also going to do their hooves and then their fluffy fur or wool. So I'll start with the hooves on this one. We will move to the hooves on the next one. And the last one, and then we'll do the fur, and then they will be done. We can go ahead and cut them out. And then with what's left over on the paper here, we will do the little birthday hats. So we'll go over these lines the artist kind of gave us to make us look artistic, right? Thank God for these artists that help us out and make us look so good, right? We don't have to be artists because they help us so much. So there's that. There's our cute sheep. Aren't they adorable? Now I'm going to pull a little bit of color from their face, which is why I have the color lifter out. I like to kind of soften it around their face so that they have kind of little highlights on them, on their face. Kind of like that they're getting some sun, or just they're not the same exact solid color. So I'm just going to pull that and it's going to lift some color off of them. The more I apply, the more color it will lift. And that is good for me. So that's it for the sheep. Let's go ahead and cut these little guys out. I'm going to use the big machine today. Hopefully I can get it in camera. And I need some washi tape. So let me grab that. We're going to use platform number 1, which is our base. And we're going to use number 2 because we're using the thin dies. We need a number 3 on here. And then we're going to put our sheep. We're going to put the dies. And then we're going to put the washi tape. So we need 3 pieces of washi tape to hold down our 3 sheep. I'm grabbing that right now. I usually have it attached to my machine, but I moved it onto my other machine, of course, and forgot. So really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my dies here. The die set has all 3 sheep. So you have the standing sheep, which is right here. And I'm gonna actually position myself up above. Hopefully I'm not gonna get in the camera because I need you to see the sheep and not me, right? All right, that looks good. I'm gonna put a piece of washi tape on that sheep. Maybe on this side right here. Hold that one in place. Let's move, let me turn this upside down and move to this one on this side, the little dancing one. I'm gonna put my washi tape on this cute sheep. Hold it in place, and let's do the last one. The one, oops, the one in the middle that's waiting patiently for their turn. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on. That looks awesome. And the last piece of washi tape on the top here. Hold that guy down. We're gonna put our second number 3 plate over the top and go ahead and crank it through. Perfect. I'm gonna pull that off and I'll show you in just a second. I've already cut out the magical moment sentiment. And while I have the machine up and out, I'm going to go ahead and use my message dies and figure out which one I want to use. Maybe this one. What do you think? Yeah, I think this one looks rather nice positioned in there. Let me move my sentiment over. There we go. And let's just get it where it looks good inside, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put my plate over the top and run that through, because we're going to need that also, right? Now, the balloons and the sun and the fence, I've already cut that out. So the last thing we're going to have to do is just the little hats. So let's go ahead and pull that off. And there's our sentiment. Isn't that so cute? I'm going to put that to the side until we need it. Let me get this excess basic white paper off of here and into the trash can. And I'm going to move my die cut machine out of the way momentarily and bring it back out when we need to cut the hats. Let's go ahead and bring our sheet back into play so that you guys can see those. Here we go. I'm putting the message die away. All right, so there's our sheep, looking very cute, I must say. And I will pull the washi tape off. I wish that they gave us 3 hats, but they didn't, so we'll have to do the hats one at a time. But there's my sheep. I'm gonna put the washi tape on the machine for later when we get to the hats. This one kind of shifted on me, but I'm gonna trim him up real quick with my scissors, and no one will be the wiser, right? So I don't want to have to do a new one of these guys. This one will be just fine. I'll just give it a little haircut, just like that. Up here where the ear goes. And then I will just trim it a little closer right here. All right, he's fine. All right, we're going to use this piece here to do our 3 hats. And I'm going to put my sheep back on my die here. All right, so let's do the party hats. They're rather small, so they will fit in between here. I didn't leave myself very much room though, did I? So let's see where the party hat is. Party hat, here we go. We only need 3 of these. So I'm gonna put one here. Let's see, we'll fit one right there. And we'll put one here. Oh, that one got cut off. If not, I'll grab a scrap paper, but I just totally forgot about these party hats. There we go. There's plenty of them to choose from now. Let's go ahead and color them. They're gonna be red and blue. And I will clean my stamp so I don't make a mess. Party hat done. All right. So the polka dots are going to be red, so we'll start with those. I think we'll cut this one out. This one out. And this one. They look like they have the most room around them, don't they? And then we'll color the background. Misty Moonlight and Real Red are the 2 colors that I've used here. These are super cute. I forgot this red dot in the corner. There we go. All right, I'm actually gonna just use my snips make it much faster for us. And I'm going to work my way around in a circle, around the hat, and then down. So for those of you who don't want to spend $50 to get the dies, you can cut your sheep and your hat. The only good thing about having the dies, or the best thing I would say about having the dies, is that it does include quite a few extra pieces. So if you do have the dies, you can do the fence, which is, I'll show you that in a minute. You can do the clouds. You can do the sun. There's balloons. There's a little banner, which is super cute. And I have another YouTube video on here that has the dancing sheep holding the banner. So that's the only thing if you don't have the dies. I think the dies are worth spending the extra $50. I mean, if you're gonna spend it anyway, this is the time of year to save up your big purchases, right? So if you don't have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or if you have one and you're interested in the mini, that's $60. That helps get you there. So if you don't have the die cut machine, that's $120. So that gets you there. So it's an investment, but it is worth it. And Stampin' Up is rewarding you by giving you some freebies, right? So that's always good. I love free things. All right, let's go ahead and get our fences on. Here are the balloons. Here is the sun. One's gonna go on the inside. Here's my words that I already die cut out. We only have one more thing left to do. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna trim this end of my fence. I don't need those two little pieces. And I'll show you why. I have to fit these onto the card. And that means that this one is gonna be right here. And it's gonna be up a little ways, maybe about there. And then this one has to fit. Well, if that's there, it's kind of in the way, right? So we wanna cut that off. We don't need those little edges. So we're gonna trim those, but it's so that if you wanna put that on the end of a card, if it fit perfectly across, we would need it. But we're gonna pair the fence together. And so I'm gonna go ahead and glue these two pieces of the fence to each other. I'm gonna use my wet glue to do that, and I'm gonna put a silicone mat underneath so that I don't get glue all over everything. And I'm just gonna put some wet glue down this side here of the fence. And I'm gonna attach this whole piece to it. Just like that. And now my little sheep, this one here, which is standing at the base, I'm gonna give him this party hat. Let's go ahead and do that. He's the anchor. So he's gonna be covered down here. His little legs are gonna be covered up by the fence. And so I want to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on this top portion of the fence and kind of attach it to him so that he is ready to go. Okay, he's going to be attached to this as a unit. We're also going to attach a little bit of adhesive on these side pieces that are also adhered to him. I just wanted to do it a little bit at a time so I didn't make a big glue mess. So there's that. So he's attached now to this piece. Now we're gonna go ahead and use dimensionals to lift the fence up and also for our sheep itself. So let's go ahead and put those onto the backs of our sheep and our fence. And this fence, as you can see, the ends don't fit. But I'm gonna fix it, and you're gonna see in a minute how that's gonna work. So we're gonna start first by putting a mini dimensional there. We're gonna put two large dimensionals on our sheep, like that. And we're gonna put another mini dimensional on this part of the fence, right there. Also, these pieces that are rather large, we'll get one. Oh, I think I pulled the back off of one. There we go. And then this piece that's rather large, we'll get another one. I'm also going to put a piece in the middle of the fence, and I'm going to actually trim that off. So I'm going to find a piece of this, and I'm just going to trim a small little end off. The nice thing about these is that there is excess, and you can use those for the center. So I need them to be kind of straight, so we're gonna pull the backs off of them. And I'm gonna put those in the center of my posts, right there. So there's that one. All right, let's pull the back off of that one. So there's those. There's my little pieces. I don't want to lose them because they'll be all over my floor. And now I'm going to lay how those are going to go. And it looks like we're going to lift up. We're going to put some dimensionals, mini ones, on this part of the fence right here. And we're going to put one on this other part of the fence up here. We're going to do the one on the bottom as well. So we're layering quite a bit of these little dimensionals on our fence, which is fine. We just want it to have some support, and then we're going to go ahead and attach it down onto our piece. So let's go ahead and use my Take Your Pick tool. I love this tool to pull all the backs off of all of these dimensional pieces, which is why I have these here so I can pick them up. I don't want them on my floor. There was one more of them. I don't know where that one went. See, it's probably stuck to something. Dimensionals are super sticky, and the backs like to get staticky and stick to things. So I do like using this Take Your Pick tool because it kind of holds on to all of them. So let's position our little sheep. We're going to put our fence down here, the center of it, because we want that sheep to be on the grass, right? So we'll put the sheep on the grass, and then we're kind of finding our spot. And once we're happy, we're going to go ahead and push that down. Now, all of the dimensionals that are behind that fence, I'm going to turn my card to the back, and I'm actually going to trim this fence where it meets the end of my card. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You just kind of have to hold the fence and then slide your scissor up and trim that off. Now that looks unfinished. So these pieces that are left, I'm going to trim that little extra piece that we trimmed off, and then I'm going to glue this down like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to cut these pieces off like so, and then I'm going to glue it down. So let's bring my silicone mat back out. And we're going to put the adhesive on the back. There's one. And there's the other. I'm going to go ahead and use my tweezers, and I'm going to pick this fence post up, and I'm going to glue it right there. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to glue it right there. And now they're not attached, so we're going to put dimensionals behind those. So we're going to pull 2 dimensionals off, and we're going to lift the fence post up. We're going to put one there and one there. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm going to bring it up to the camera. I'm going to pull those backs off. Make sure it's stuck down real good, and pull those backs off right like that, and then we'll adhere that down. I'm going to take these that are stuck to my finger and put them in the trash can before they end up on my bathroom floor. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to put 2 of the mini dimensionals, and I'm going to pull the fence back. I'm going to put 1 on each of these rails, 1 on each side. Oh, Lord. This dimensional just wants to stick to me. Okay. Pull the backing off. All right. And we are going to go ahead and push that part down. So now we have our lone sheep waiting for its friends to come party with it, right? He's going, where are my buddies? I'm going to use large dimensionals here, and I'm going to put one on the back of each balloon, and I'm going to put one on the back of the sun. Oops, I think I did the front of the sun. Yes, I did. On the back of the sun. Those will be ready. We're also going to put on the back of our sheepies. So I need 2 of those. So 1, 2, and let's grab 2 from this side. We're getting to the end of our dimensionals. So I'll put 2 on this one, and then 2 on this little sheep, like so. All right. And then we'll glue their hats on at the end. So let's go ahead and pull the backs off of these guys. This is the one that's frolicking, so cute. I want him to be standing on the back of this sheep. So I'm gonna tuck his little leg up like that and move him over. There he goes, super cute. And then let's pull the backs off of this one. And then this one is doing the dance, right? So it's kind of like leg in the air, holding on the rump of that one. I'm gonna lift his little rump. There we go. And there he is, super cute. Let's put the sun down. Get my back off of that. And we'll attach the sun right here in the center. Now comes our balloons. We're gonna put the red one in the back. So let's glue it down first. And it's kind of attached here to the fence, so we'll put one there. And then we'll do the blue one. Same thing, a little farther down, attached to the fence. Looks pretty good. Now they need their party hats, right? So let's put a little bit of the wet glue on each of their little heads and attach our party hats. Here's one, here's the other one. Gonna attach the words inside and the sun inside, and then we will work on our sentiment for the outside. As you can see, I stamped this twice. So there's that one. I just wanted to make sure that it looked nice. And then we're gonna put our sun on the inside. Let's put it up here in the corner. All right, so now we just need our words at the bottom. And our sentiment says, heard it's your birthday. So I have this little piece of basic white cardstock. And I am going to be using that. Let's move. And this marker here, it's a Stampin' Write marker. It's different than the Stampin' Blends. So the Stampin' Write marker is basically the same ink that's in the ink pads, only it's in marker form. And we are gonna ink up the birthday, and we are gonna cover up the words, so glad it's. And I'm gonna use a Post-it note to cover that up. So I'm just gonna put my Post-it note over the top of the words that I do not want. And I'm gonna open my ink pad here, and I'm gonna ink up my words. And as you can see, it's a rather juicy pad. I should not have pushed so hard. Let me try that again. And I'm gonna clean this stamp first by stamping it all over a piece of scrap paper because I don't want all that black, right? Let's clean that. Let's push a little lighter. As you can see, you don't need a very heavy hand, right? Our ink pads are super juicy. Let's clean that up. I can use this to my stamp as well. Okay, Perfect. Let's try that one more time. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little happy there, right? Let's grab another Post-it note. And we're going to cover the "It's so glad it's your." We just want birthday. So we're going to, I'm going to hold that up there and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. I got a little crazy. So I'll make sure we got, now I'm doing too light because I'm scared I'm going to put so much ink on there. There we go. So we just want the birthday, right? So this comes off and into the trash it goes. And we're going to stamp the word birthday at the bottom. I'm going to bring it down so I can see. Hopefully you guys can still see me stamping. We're going to put it right here and we're going to stamp the word birthday right at the bottom. All right, so that's perfectly done. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to clean our stamp. And now we just want it to say "it's your." So we don't want the word birthday. So because, like I told you, the marker is the same ink, we are going to use the Stampin' Up marker to just do "it's your." And I could have done this for birthday too. I just wanted to show you 2 ways that you can mask your stamp. So now it's just "it's your." So we're gonna go ahead and center that above the word birthday and stamp that down. So now it says "it's your birthday," but I want it to say "heard it's your birthday." Well, the word "heard" is not in this stamp set, but we're gonna make it ourselves. So let me grab a scrap of green cardstock. It's our Just Jade. It matches this green down here for the grass. And it's a nice long strip, so if I make mistakes, perfectly fine. So we're gonna start and we're only gonna marker the H in birthday. Just like so. Make sure you don't get it on anything else, but there's my H. I'm gonna give it another little, there's my H. And I'm gonna stamp it on this green strip right there. There's my H. Let's clean that off. Now the E, there's no E in birthday, right? But there is an E in "your amazing." It's right on the end of "you are." So we're going to use that E because it's nice and large like the word birthday. It's not small. We're going to ink that up next. And hopefully I do a good job and I line this up for you. So let's see. So there's the E. Hey, it's kind of far away. What do you think? Should we do it again? I think so. Let's go back to the drawing board. This time I'm going to go ahead and just marker the E first, because since we have this nice long strip of cardstock here, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and start it right here. So there's my E. Now I'll do the H next after I clean that. I just figured while I had the E inked, we'll do that one first. Okay, let's do the H for heard. And as you can see, it can be a little challenging, but to me, it's worth it because sometimes you just want something to be a little bit special. Hey, not bad, not bad. So there's the H-E. Let's work our way to the R. We're going to use still birthday because the R is there, and also the D is in birthday. The only way we only needed the other for the E. Let's make sure that we are colored. Here's the R. All right, no mistakes this time. Let's take a deep breath, right? Hey, not bad. And let's do the D. So, of course, since this is randomly done, each card is not going to look identical. And you're only going to do it for special people, right? I mean, people that you know will appreciate you going through the effort. And when you like to do this kind of stuff, it's fun anyway. It's a challenge. I've been stamping a long time, so to me, it's very challenging to try new things. Let's see. Hey, that looks awesome. All right, let me clean off my stamp. I'm going to bring my paper snips in here, and I'm going to trim this like so. And then I'm going to trim above it just like that. And we are going to use a mini dimensional on, if I can find them. I don't know what I've done with them now. They're everywhere. I have a mess everywhere. Let's see. If not, I'll have to grab a new one. Oh, there we go. Here they are. So we'll grab 2 mini dimensionals and we will put them on the back of our herd. And then on the back of It's Your Birthday, we use 2 of these big guys. I have to pull out another sheet of dimensionals soon of the large ones. They are almost gone, but I do like using all parts and pieces, right? So, and don't forget, Stampin' Right markers. They're awesome for this kind of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and attach this first. And then we will position the herd on here. So I want this to be up a little bit, kind of like it's on the fence, like it's part of a sign on the fence or something for the party, right? Let's pull the backs off of the mini dimensionals, and we're going to put the herd on here. And there you go, herd, It's Your Birthday. The 3 little dancing, frolicking party sheep, wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. What do you think of the card, guys? I hope you liked it. I know it took a little bit longer than most of my videos are, but when you do some techniques like I'm teaching you, sometimes it takes a little longer to do those things. But I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. I loved having you here with me. I am kind of new to YouTube. If you have found me, I am so grateful, and I'm very appreciative that you're watching me today. If you don't mind helping me out, like, comment, share, subscribe. That will help me so much to bring you more videos here. Also, ask your friends to subscribe too. And when you subscribe, you're going to get notifications of when I will post new videos. Also, check out my blog, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. I'll put the description below, the link for it in the description below. And when you go there, you can access PDFs and measurements and lots more fun projects. I've been blogging for a little over a year, and I have 7 days of content with these little guys. So if you are interested in this stamp set and dies, I hope that you will go to the blog and see more things. I also have lots of inspiration on there with other stamp sets. So thank you so much for watching. I am very grateful and appreciative, and I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome day. Happy stamping. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Bye.